I'm heading out to my first real-life Pokemon TCG tournament. It's been more than 20 years since I last played with physical cards, so a little nervous but more excited than anything else. So hope I do good in the tournament because it's been really long since I played with real-life cards. Of course, I've been playing the Pokemon TCG online game, but physical cards is a little bit different, so good luck to me.
The tournament is held at Toys Terminal, located at North Point, Singapore. They have a huge collection of Pokemon cards amongst other collectibles. They also have a playing area where players meet to play, and this is the first time they are holding a Pokemon TCG tournament. Okay, so this is the deck that I use for the tournament. Of course, it has to be Jolteon VMAX because Jolteon is my favorite Pokemon. And yeah, and it's a pretty good deck, I would say, in the current format right now. So Jolteon VMAX is the star of the show with the Max Thunder Rumble attack. Does 100 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon and then another 100 damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon that has damage counters on it. So they have to have damage counters on it before you do 100 damage to it. So in order to do that, we have Galarian Zigzagoon. Okay, so what it does is Headbutt Tantrum. When you play Galarian Zigzagoon from your hand to the bench, it deals 10 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So you ping their bench Pokemon and then use Jolteon VMAX to deal 100 damage to both that and the active Pokemon. And to power the whole deck up, we have the Sobble, Drizzle and Inteleon line. Drizzle is amazing, allows you to search for any trainers inside your deck and put it in your hand. Then of course we have Shady Dealings Inteleon, which is an upgrade on a Drizzle, allows you to search for 2 trainer cards from your deck. And we have the Quick Shooting Inteleon, which allows you to put 2 damage counters on any of your opponent's Pokemon. So that helps with the Jolteon VMAX as well as get some KOs sometimes. Okay, then of course our main weakness is Rapid Strike Urshifu's and Single Strike Urshifu's. So to counter that, we have our Dream Ball and Peonia and Dusknoir combo. So let's talk about Dream Ball first. Okay, so what Dream Ball does is it has to be inside your prizes. So if you draw Dream Ball off your prize cards, you can search your deck for any Pokemon and put it onto your bench. So this is amazing because we want to search for Dusknoir. So what Dusknoir does is all special energy attached to Pokemon, both you and your opponents, provide just one colorless energy and has no other effects. So this shuts off Rapid Strike energy, Single Strike energy. These are the main 2 that you want to shut off. The rest, it doesn't matter that much, like Hiding Energy or Fusion Strike energy. Fusion Strike energy might help in the sense that you can do quick shooting on it. Okay, but the main focus of the Dusknoir is to shut out Rapid Strike energy and Single Strike energy. And of course, if you want to put Dream Ball into your prize cards, you need Peonia. Okay, so amazing trainer card in this deck that allows you to put 3 prizes from your hand, 3 cards from your hand into the prizes. So you have to put this, you have to have both Peonia and Dream Ball in your hand, then use Peonia to put Dream Ball inside your prizes. Of course, you have to remember which prize is it. Then, and when you collect the prize, you take Dream Ball and then search your deck for Dusknoir, put it onto your bench to shut out all special energy. So that is the combo that we put off in this tournament, which I will talk about later. Okay, so the rest of the deck is pretty straightforward. We have 3 evolution incenses, 4 level balls, 4 quick balls, 2 scoop up nets. I played 2 scrappers because I thought I would meet more Zacian decks or what's that? Suicune decks, but in the end, I felt that just one was needed, but I might still leave two inside, so it doesn't matter. If I were to take a 1-2 scrapper, it will be for another path to the peak. I played 3, but some people do play 4 because it has this amazing ability to cancel out all abilities of Pokemon. We have Rulebox, so all VMAXs have no abilities when Path to the Peak is in place. So you shut out Genesect, you shut out Crobat Vs. Yep, I think these are the main two, and Eternatus as well, and Zacian as well. Zacian cannot do Intrepid Sword when Path to the Peak is in play. You also shut out Zamazenta, Duraludon, so amazing card here. Okay, then we have one boss and one Shadow to heal all damage counters, all damage from evolution Pokemon. And because Jolteon only needs one energy card to attack with Elemental Badge, you can just Shadow, put an lightning energy onto Jolteon VMAX and then attack again. So this essentially gives you one extra turn because your opponent has to attack again. And then the rest is pretty straightforward. 3 Manies, 3 Research, 4 Speed Energies for us to draw even more cards and make the deck more mobile, 3 Basic Energies, and yup, that's the deck that I went with for this tournament. Okay, the first round was pretty straightforward versus a Rayquaza VMAX deck. I had my Jolteon VMAX deck set up pretty quickly, and then it's just a matter of KOing their Mareeps before they evolve to the Fluffies. So both games I managed to do that, so it was a straightforward 2-0 victory, and I won.
I'm in the midst of waiting for a few hours while the other games are being played. So good luck to me for the next game, because I will be facing Gengar VMAX deck. So it's a 50-50. It all depends on the draw, and I hope to get to start first because that will give me a big advantage over a Gengar VMAX deck. So good luck to me.
While waiting for my next game, I also explored more of the shop and take a look at all these evolutions. The MVP for round 2 is definitely Dusknoir with its amazing ability to lock up special energies and make them just normal colorless energies. So in the first game, I managed to get the Pioneer and Dream Ball via Shady Dealings Inteleon, which allows you to take 2 trainers from your deck onto your hand. So after that, it's a straightaway KO one of their Houndours to get the Dusknoir into play. Game 2 was a bit slower for me because I couldn't get my Pioneer and Dream Ball in my hand, so I had to sacrifice my Jolteon VMAX at a certain point of time. So that gave our opponents 3 prizes from KOing the Jolteon VMAX. So at this point of time, all I had in play were 3 Sobbles and 1 Drizzle. But crucially, I had Dream Ball in my hand, and one of the opponent's Houndoom had only 20 HP left. So what I did was I evolved my Drizzle into a quick shooting Inteleon, and then used another Drizzle to search for Pioneer, and then I managed to pull the Pioneer Dream Ball combination off by using quick shooting to the opponent's Houndoom. And then because our opponent didn't play special energy inside his deck, we won the game. So that was my favorite play of the whole of day 1.
Okay, I just ended day 1 of the tournament. Managed to win my second game as well, so I'm in the quarterfinals. So looking forward to the quarterfinals tomorrow with my Jolteon VMAX deck. Let's go! And also during the event, someone asked me to sign on an energy card for him, which felt kind of weird. I mean, I do understand that this channel has been receiving lots of love and attention thanks to the support you guys have been giving me, but it still kind of feels weird because who am I to give people autographs, right? So yeah, I guess I'm giving out autographs now? No, seriously, that was a joke. I mean, if you ask, I'll still give it, but I'll very much prefer we go for a drink, you know, or some snacks to discuss more about Pokemon TCG. That would be a lot better. It's day 2 of the Toys Terminal Pokemon TCG Tournament, and today is the quarterfinals onwards. So hopefully I get to win my quarterfinal match so that at least I get to play the semifinals and the finals, or the semifinals and the third, fourth placing match. So hopefully I get to play more games. And in case you guys were wondering, no, this video is not sponsored by Toys Terminal. I paid my registration fee for the tournament as with any other contestant, but I want to do this video because one thing, it's my very first live tournament, and secondly, I want to promote the actual Pokemon TCG gameplay and encourage more people to play the game itself. So yep, off to day 2.
By the way, if you want to send your cards to grading, Toys Terminal offers services for that as well.
Hi guys, just an update. I won my quarterfinal match, so I'm in the semis. And I will be facing either a Mew VMAX deck or a Gengar VMAX deck. So they are playing right now, so I'll know my opponents in a bit. So I think I did better than expected with a Jolteon VMAX deck. It's my favorite Pokemon if you guys have been following my channel, so I'm glad to be using this deck to reach the semis. So I'm guaranteed at least another 2 more games. I got lucky against an opponent playing a Mew VMAX deck. In the second game, I managed to money into the cards that I needed, so I took all 6 prizes in one turn. So that was really good on my part, and I really got lucky for that. And then for the third game, because my opponent won the first game, I started first, which always helps for a Jolteon VMAX deck. So it was a tough fight, but I managed to KO all his Genesect Vs, which was crucial when you were playing a new VMAX deck. So I got the win, you know, losing game 1 and winning games 2 and 3. So next up will be the semifinals.
So here's a breakdown of how I managed to get 6 prizes in one turn. At this point of time, my opponent had a Latias with 10 HP left, Genesect V with less than 100 HP left, as well as a Mew VMAX in the active with I think 200 damage on it. Okay, so the crucial thing was the Mew VMAX didn't have any Fusion Strike energy on it, so I managed to money into Galarian Zigzagoon, and I had a Quick Shooting Inteleon on my bench. So what I did was I used the Galarian Zigzagoon to KO the Latias, that was 1 prize, and then I used Quick Shooting on the Mew VMAX, so that made it 220 damage on the Mew VMAX, and then my Jolteon VMAX KO'd the Mew VMAX as well as the Genesect V for 5 prizes. So in total I took 6 prizes in one turn for the game, and that was my favorite play in the whole of game 2.
Okay, so in the semifinals I met another Mew VMAX deck. So today's fixtures are all Mew VMAX decks, because in the semifinals it's my Jolteon VMAX deck versus 3 other Mew VMAX decks. So even if I lost against my opponent, I won the first game but lost games 2 and 3. So he's in the final, and in the third, fourth placing I will be playing another Mew VMAX deck by Andy aka SG Pokegod. So looking forward to that. Wish me luck.
In the semifinals, it was quite close. Both of us had a game each, and in game 3, our opponent had a very bad starting hand with just Mew V on the active and no way to get extra Pokemon onto the bench. But they managed to top deck their Battle VIP pass, and then it's a matter of getting the Genesects, Meloetas in play, and that got their ball rolling. He admitted that if he didn't get that first turn Battle VIP pass at the top deck, he would have lost game 3 and I would have been in the final. But that's fine, it happens in Pokemon TCG gameplay.
Okay, so in the third, fourth placing, both of us made a serious error. In the first game, I accidentally shuffled my hand into the deck, so that was DQ. And then in the second game, Andy attack resuming his Mew VMAX with the, I forgot the skill again, but it doesn't allow you to attack the next turn, but he did attack, so according to the ref it's a DQ, so both of us got DQ'd one game each, so it's 1-1. And in the third game I started second, but I managed to lock his deck down with a Path to the Peak for very long, so that gave me a huge advantage. And even though I made a small error at the end by bossing out the wrong Pokemon, I still managed to get the win. So Jolteon VMAX got third in the tournament. Okay, finally on my way home after a long day 2 at the Toys Terminal Pokemon TCG Tournament. I think I did better than expected. You know, Jolteon VMAX placed third inside I think 28-person tournament, 28 or 32-person tournament. So I think I did well. When Andy, aka SG Pokegod, asked me to join this tournament, and I had to build a physical deck, there was no question which deck I wanted to build, and that was Jolteon VMAX. And I'm really glad that I formed the deck and played in my very first tournament with this deck, because I did better than expected, you know. And oh yeah, you are hearing the famous Singapore bird right now. So yep, really happy that I got third place in this tournament, my very first tournament. And all thanks to Toys Terminal for organizing this event. A huge shout out to them, and once again, this video is not sponsored, but I will look to collab with them for future videos hopefully. So yeah, like this video if you enjoyed the content, subscribe for more. See you in the next video.